Hello everyone, welcome to the Klymkiw Brothers Super Show, Video Game Review 2. I have my brother Adam Klymkiw here, and today we're going to talk about a very special arcade game.
It's a game called Knuckle Bash. Up until a year or two ago, I'd never even heard of this game either.
Is there any particular arcade story that you'd like to share?
I remember spending, maybe it was at the time $5 or $7 on, it was either Street Fighter 2 or Final Fight. For me as a young child, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of quarters. And after, telling our dad that I had used all that money for arcade games, there was a lot of shame that was put onto me.
Let's play Knuckle Bash. Let's see what it's all about.
Let's see what it's about. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there's no music.
This game is eerily silent.
Here we go. Who you can choose?
I'm gonna go with the Elvis the muscular Elvis.
And so you come up to a hotel,
and you're gonna beat the shit out of these bellhops. I promise you
yeah,
that.
there's the bad guy. He's a pig-faced man. I guess he's staying at the hotel. Are those bellhops gonna just stand there and watch?
I guess they're just gonna watch for now.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And they're tough. They're big guys. They're not messing around.
Yeah, no, these are... Okay, now this is questionable. Who is this guy? Who is... there's some weird guy in short shorts and a tank top.
Very interesting.
With a beard. I would say even homophobic, but I don't know. We'll give this game a chance.
Okay.
Let's keep playing. Clearly you're just fighting people in the service industry.
You're fighting bellboys.
Yeah. You just turned a man into a guitar, played him, and then discarded his body.
There's a statue here, and you destroy that just wantonly.
And this waiter is just deciding to be fabulous. He's just dancing around, doing pirouettes.
Yeah, he's just on the left there. He took this opportunity during his workday to just express himself, and I think that's great. And you're fighting two different characters, some sort of Thai-looking kickboxer and a redneck type.
I feel like this kind of looks like us.
Now, I love this blonde guy because he's kind of like, he's a poor man's Guile, and if you look at his punching technique, it just looks like a frantic waving of sort of cat scratch claw fists.
Okay, so now you have to tap the button.
You gotta tap
the button. Tap the button.
It's a mini game, and
yes.
the more you tap, the faster you're gonna load this punch up.
I can't stop staring at their asses.
Yeah, this is interesting. You've got this very kind of, I'd say, a offensive sort of stereotype. This effeminate guy. He's wearing lipstick, and
Who's he? Look at this! Look at his minions. This is questionable. This is problematic at best. But, we'll just go with it. Because that's what wrestling in the 80s was all about, was othering people.
It was about othering people, creating
gays,
stereotypes. You need an enemy, and wrestling told us who to hate.
That's the most effeminate move I can think of, this, twirly break dance that ends with, a pose. Yeah. Oh, a ship.
Well, that's convenient.
It's clearly a ship full of wrestlers.
And there's a bit of foreshadowing right now. Look at that. And you've got a 1950s B-movie gorilla now that you better believe I'm going to beat the shit out of this gorilla.
Has someone been keeping track of how many coins we've put into this?
We've got a few dollars into this machine now, and trust me, it only gets worse. It's like a Chinatown area.
Yes, with more guys in hot pants, bald guys with beards, bears. Well, obviously there's this weird cruising aspect to this game, which is even more problematic. Gay stereotypes everywhere. I don't know what to make of it.
So he's waiting for me, and we've got a couple guys wielding knives.
I don't know who this game is intended for.
It's kind of like the cousin of Final Fight. If that cousin grew up in the 80s, loved hair metal, loved wrestling, and domestic beer, and was maybe a little bit homophobic. I think this describes maybe a few of our cousins.
I would say at least 90% of our extended family.
Look at those muscles. That's impressive. I mean, you got two fat guys here.
Again, more shaming. This time, fat shaming, which I think is getting more and more popular these days.
But it started with games like these.
I think it did. Yeah, no, this is where the game takes a turn from, hate and bigotry to just regular wrestling.
They want to make it about the wrestling again, as opposed to, marginalizing minorities.
Okay, so now this ninja has gone into a football stadium.
We're now beating up football players.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
shit.
A trap door in the middle.
The classic Arab you have to fight. Okay.
So you've got an Iron Sheik type character here.
Why is this hidden layer at the bottom of a football field? Is this some sort of metaphor for, American... The
Corporations being funded by foreign oil.
Finally!
Right.
Oh.
USA!
I'm glad we keep going back to that.
Just to remind us what it's all about. So we're the last boss now. He's this gigantic, grotesque, giant clown, but he's got a pig's face grafted to his own face. We got $20 worth of quarters, and we are going all in.
Amazing!
What
He
a way
just-
what a way to end it.
Oh. Is this the end?
Good question.
That's right. We have one thing left to do. Take control of our destiny.
Okay, that's uplifting.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
This is how our tale of 5 wrestlers has traveled from mouth to mouth. I'm glad that this, homophobic tale could travel mouth to mouth. As usual, it's somehow turned weirdly sexual in the game. I don't know why we keep picking games like this. Hopefully next week we'll have something, a little bit more family-friendly.
Or something worse.
Maybe worse. Most likely worse.
Hopefully worse.